Hello, everyone, and this is Colin Squire from Gravity Core's Nerd Pod, and I just got done with the Nintendo Direct from today of June 9th, and I was pretty underwhelmed for the most part. There's some cool like DLC that's coming out, some remasters and stuff, but for the most part, it seemed like it's just going to be ports or updated stuff. The Kingdom Hearts 4, that looks gorgeous, although it seems like they're putting it in the real world. Priority, though, is at the end of it, and this is literally less than a minute. I'm recording this literally a less than a minute from the announcement, but the Ocarina of Time remake is real, people. Uh, I was excited immediately when it started going. They dropped the name Hyrule, and I was hoping this was going to be a brand new game. And then it starts going on to the base details of the start of the story for Ocarina of Time. Now, is this a huge issue? Well, no. I sound like I'm going to be complaining. Not really. It's just that I just beat Ocarina of Time last year. And other than the movement and the graphics slightly, I think it holds up really well as is. And they've already remastered it before. That being said, am I going to buy this? Probably. I want to see what they do. It'll be out this year, although they didn't give a month and day, but it said 2026 it'll be out. So it'll be out this year. And I'll probably end up, if I have the spare money, I will pre-order it. If I don't, then I am going to buy it within a week of the launch window. I am going to end up with a physical copy if they have them available. It looks like it's pushing the Switch 2 to max graphically. All we really get in it is the opening of the story, and then which is among a tapestry, and then it shows Link sleeping like he is at the beginning of Ocarina of Time, and his hand glows with the Triforce, and then just shows the Triforce of Courage flash on its own. And this is all we get. This is a pretty exciting news. I wish I could have Uriah on here to kind of talk about it. And I can't because he's at work. We work different shifts. He is U.S. Eastern Standard Time first shift. I'm U.S. Eastern Standard Time second shift. So I'm still at home. I was just watching the Nintendo Direct. I was going to record kind of at work on my breaks because I knew I wasn't really gonna have more than 20 minutes of things to talk about. But now all I really care about is the Ocarina of Time, and that's really not surprising to me because I'm a Zelda addict. This might prompt me to stop playing Dragon's Dogma 2 and Grandizer, and I'm probably going to jump back into playing, honestly, Tears of the Kingdom. Now, here's what I'm hoping the Ocarina of Time remake does. I hope it makes the game harder. It's definitely going to make the controls easier. It's going to still probably have the formats for the way the weapons are and everything, or similarly have it similar. And I'm hoping that the difficulty is upped, or at least have a harder mode. Because, Ocarina of Time really wasn't too difficult of a game. I also hope that all the temples are expanded upon and made larger and more complicated and intricate. Expand the map, more detail, more enemies, more NPCs. If you're going to remake Ocarina of Time, truly remake it and redux, remodel it, give some decent change so where it can be a companion piece to the original rather than something that would replace it. I've talked before that I'd like it to kind of be Dark Souls esque because I feel like that would fit the Zelda universe pretty well, but it doesn't have to be. I just want it to be a little bit more challenging as an option for older gamers or, people who have played the game before and would like a little bit of a challenge rather than just a nostalgia hit. I appreciate the fact that Link's character model does not look like it was his original one, slapped in Unreal Engine 5. At least from what I can tell, it looks sleek, it looks glossy. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, and I'm excited. More than I thought I was going to be back when Uriah Noodles and I talked about this months ago. So I got hyped, and then I got dimmed down a little bit, and then as I'm talking about it, I'm hyping myself up more. Uh, my fiance was laughing at me when I stiffened up when I started hearing the Hyrule stuff. So tell us what you think in the comments of this episode, of your hopes, your expectations, or maybe some of your memories with the original Ocarina of Time. Bye bye.